The opposing radio station over here don't know either. Evidently, they've run one in there.
John, you've got the call.
We got a new kicker, Marcus Limbaugh, just as quick as we get used to saying the other kicker's name. We have a new one come in, and he connects to make it 61-10 with 2:28 to go in this contest.
6 yards away as Riverdale goes 7 yards, 3 plays. A new kicker as the other one got tired, I guess, of kicking extra points. Marcus Limbaugh comes in, kicks the extra point. 2:28 left in the game. 61 for Riverdale, 10 for Lebanon.
The way Knox was kicking those extra points, they would have been good from 40 yards, so evidently he's kicked his leg away.
We may never see that guy attempt a field goal the way that they score touchdowns. O.J. Easter stands at the 5 to receive the kickoff from Riverdale.
And here is the kickoff. And Easter going to come up and take it at about the 12. Back to the 15. Cuts to the 20. Out to the 25. Still on his feet to the 28, to the 29-yard line. And they'll mark it down there. And Lebanon will put it in play at their own 28-yard line. The score, 61-10. Blue Devils have given up a few here tonight, but they're not the only team that's given up a few points here. Chattanooga Baylor, with a good team, came down here and lost
51-14.
Yeah.
Now, Riverdale's got a way of doing that to you. You make a little mistake, and it's 6 points before you know what hits you.
Double wide outs, Lebanon. Bankston, the quarterback, in. Pitches back to his tailback, and he is going to be had way back behind the line of scrimmage, and a flag going to drop. And evidently somebody had a face mask, but who was that running the football for the Blue Devils?
Derek Brooks. Sophomore Derek Brooks on the play, and the flag will go against the Warriors.
Going to lose 6, but I think that was a face mask.
That's what it's going to be.
Brooks, a kid who played on that county football team last year. He's too old to be a 9th grader football-wise. He's got 3 years of varsity football. He's technically a sophomore this year. Has 2 more years to play after this, and missing his entire freshman year. Has seen a lot of action on the JV squad.
Lebanon now with a 1st and 10. Or 1st and 2, really. And they give it to Brooks, and Brooks trying to get back outside, gets back to the line of scrimmage. Loose football. Riverdale says they have it, and they do. Across the way. Riverdale's got the football with 1:48 left.
Brooks fumbles the football, and Riverdale picks it right up, and they will take over with $1:48 to go in this football game. This one, folks, has been ugly in the second half as Lebanon hung in there and battled with Riverdale tooth and nail, but the superior speed just has smothered any chance Lebanon had to really make a game of it in the second half.
Riverdale will have the football at the Lebanon 38-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10. And again, the 3rd-string quarterback is in there, Martin. Handoff up the middle and blast in over the 35, down over the 34 to the 32-yard line is the fullback.
Jason Klein on the carry. Once again, Riverdale going deep into the bench to get a lot of kids in the football game. Brandon Linton for Lebanon in the football game. Coming out of the game for the Blue Devils, Brian Kemp also in there for Lebanon. In the secondary, we've got Will Hager.
Double wide outs for Riverdale with 1:15 left in the football game. Martin again hands off to that fullback up the middle, and he blasts over the 30, down over the 25 to the 23-yard line. Picks up the Riverdale 1st down with 1:03 and the clock ticking. And of course, you've got Riverdale way down that bench now with a lot of folks in there, but they want to score.
Alan McPeak in there for Lebanon, also in the football game for the Blue Devils, Jason Bringhurst at a defensive end position.
Riverdale just keeps running them on. They run 3 more out and 3 more in there, so we got 3 new faces in there. We'll try to pick up who that is. Corey Robinson is in there at a receiver for Riverdale, and Martin remains the quarterback. And Martin going to hand off to his fullback on a draw play. Tailback, he's over the 15, down inside the 10, plows down to the 8-yard line. 20 seconds left.
Brandon Linton with the tackle for the Blue Devils. A couple of new defenders come in.
And the clock will stop for the first down. Now it starts, and Riverdale will have to hurry to get a play away. And they don't seem to be in any hurry, and I would imagine they'll let it run out right here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and Riverdale just lets the clock run out rather than tag on another, and it will end 61-10. Riverdale beating the Blue Devils. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout.
The postgame show with your head coach Bob Dillard and your host John Bryan, brought to you by Fakes and Hooker Decorating Center, TRW Commercial Steering Division, Aflac with Mike Sewell and Rick Thorne, your agents, and Tim Bennett Insurance.
Thank you, Tommy. The post-game show with your host, John Bryan, talking to head coach Bob Dillard. Coach, in the first half, the Blue Devils come out and played hard. They continued to fight in the second half of that big, long 78-yard drive. They never gave up.
Yeah, our guys played hard, and early I thought we were pretty physical, and we passed some pretty good licks, and some good things happened to us early. They laid the football on the ground and helped us out some early, and we had some chances there early in the ball game, and we weren't able to capitalize on them, and we had some chances early, but I think our guys fought and played hard.
Coach, the Riverdale speed is, as always, just lightning quick, and that was a major factor in the second half.
Yeah, there's no substitute for speed, and they've definitely got their share of it, and that really showed in the second half.
Coach, the main thing here tonight is I think we've come away from this loss here without any injuries on this turf. Usually we'd come over here and we'll blow a knee out, but we need some healthy guys going into the last 3 games. Hendersonville, Gallatin, and then Oakland. 3 games that we've got a shot at.
Yeah, I think so. That's what I just told our young men. We've got 3 football games left, and what we've got to do is put this behind us, and we've got to come out and fight in these last 3 ball games. And, I really believe that these last 3 ball games are winnable for us, and we've got to go out and fight. We can't feel sorry for ourselves. We can't pout, and we can't drop our head. We got to come back Monday and go to work and get ready for a big ball game next week with Hendersonville.
Defensively, the Blue Devils played a good first half. They did some things on defense, like you said, made some things happen. We initiated some blows tonight, some aggressive tackles that made the ball come loose against this Warrior club.
Yeah, we did, and we were pretty physical there in the first half, and then they had some big plays that really just broke our back. But I was proud of our effort defensively. We've got to get some things taken care of where we don't give up the big plays like we did tonight. But other than that, I thought our effort was pretty good.
Coach, I'll let you get back to your team, and good luck in this week's practice, and let's get ready for Hendersonville.
Thank you.
We'll take it back to the station.
The postgame show with your head coach Bob Dillard and your host John Bryan, brought to you by Fakes and Hooker Decorating Center, TRW Commercial Steering Division, Aflac with Mike Sewell and Rick Thorne, your agents, and Tim Bennett Insurance.
I'm Joy Ansfelder, a senior varsity football cheerleader. We're here with Mr. Alan Bain of Piggly Wiggly, and we would like to thank him for his Blue Devil support and presenting him with his Blue Devil souvenir.
Piggly Wiggly is proud to support the Lebanon Blue Devils.
Let's go, Lebanon!
Lengthy scoring recap. In the first quarter, Riverdale gets on the board 244. Eric Locke hits Reggie Smith, a 51-yard touchdown pass. The Warriors going 63 yards. 4 plays. Michael Knox kicked the extra point. At the end of the first quarter, the score was only 7-0. Lebanon comes back and scores in the second quarter. Ryan Stevens, his first first field goal of the season, 25-yard field goal at the 7:43 mark. And at that point, the score was 7-3. Riverdale scoring in the second quarter. 5:45 left. Todd Howard runs it in from 33 yards away. With 5:45 left, then with 2:50 left, Ron Smith ran one in from 3 yards away, and then with 39 seconds left, Eric Locke ran one in for a touchdown. Knox kicked an extra point each time, so at the end of the first half, it was 28-3 Riverdale. In the second half, Lebanon gets on the board first. Damon Pitt hits Chris Spurlock This is Spurlock's first reception of the season, it going for a touchdown. 12-yard touchdown pass to Spurlock. 11 play, 78-yard drive. Ryan Stevens comes in, kicks the extra point, and at that point it's 28-10 Riverdale. Riverdale comes back and scores with 5:37 left in the third. Locke hits Mitchell for a 49-yard touchdown pass at 5:37 in the third. Then Riverdale scoring again at 4:04 in the third. Howard runs one in from 70 yards away. A two-play, 71-yard drive. The extra point is no good. At the end of three quarters, it's 41-10 Riverdale. In the fourth quarter, it's all Riverdale as they score three more touchdowns. At 8:45, the backup quarterback Jason Hill runs